Hey guys, welcome back. Today I've got 2 bits of AI news that I think you should know about. The first one is going to be about the emergent property of self-reflection. And if that phrase doesn't scare you, you weren't listening. And the other is a company I just learned about called Luma Labs that's running full-U volumetric NeRFs on Unreal Engine 5. Which I know to some of you probably sounded like I just made a lot of those words up, but it's a big deal. And if all this scares you, then tomorrow will be a much different video. Tomorrow I'm going to break down 3 easy and free ways you can utilize ChatGPT in your life today. And that video will be in much easier to understand terms, I promise. So don't forget to subscribe because frankly, I'm going to bring you as many updates as possible. This tech is super fun. So right out of the gate, I mentioned this emergent property of self-reflection. Socrates says, know thyself. The Bible says, examine your ways and test them. And the Stoic writer Epictetus says, we have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak. And it sounds like GPT got a dose of this medicine. And in a really interesting report by Noah Shin, Beck Labash, and Ashwin Gopinath, they've proven that when GPT is forced to reflect on its answer, it resulted in a significant bump in accuracy and cohesion. Meaning that this learning model is learning, well, how to learn. It's almost like having 2 competing AIs critique each other. Except it's not just 2, it's thousands of them, and it's not separate machines, it's within one model. So even if you watched my video 2 days ago about the moratorium or the break in AI development, it kind of looks like GPT has taken the reins, or can take the reins, and develop itself. Self-development. I'll link below with a link to the paper, but basically it says with an app called Reflection, GPT can actually solve problems better. Meaning, all the reports you heard about GPT passing tests and breaking records, it's already old data. GPT has now increased its ability to pass those tests, perform better, and have this type of self-repair mentality. If you want to take a deeper dive into that, there's an awesome channel called AI Explained, and he did a really great deep dive on this particular PDF. I'm going to also link that video below. And in even more technical terms, I wanted to share about this company I just learned about called Luma Labs. I'm going to share a video over here that they just shared on Twitter yesterday. Now, I've been talking about stereoscopic footage for better part of a year now. This idea that you can triangulate a scene with stereoscopic recording devices and then essentially kind of walk through the scene later using virtual reality or even augmented reality. And Luma Labs has kind of done just that, using AI to help fill in those gaps, creating those 3D renders. So you can take a video with your phone around an object, and Luma Labs is able to create, using Unreal Engine 5, this amazing 3-dimensional mapping of what you took. And even further, create these neural radiance fields, or NeRFs, to generate views of these complex 3D scenes using only partial 2D datasets. So what does this mean to me? Well, basically entertainment and spatial entertainment, meaning anything with depth or dimension, just got a huge upgrade, both in render speed and in quality. Our future looks very bright and very photorealistic. With the marriage between hardware and some of these new high-tech softwares, you can see the future where we've got very interesting virtual reality and augmented reality use cases that are going to be very exciting and very beautiful. This tech is not stopping, guys. The output is looking gorgeous and somewhat limitless, but also kind of terrifying. And thinking that there might be this emergent property of self-reflection, and we're only on iteration 4 of who knows how many, this is getting pretty wild. Now, truthfully, this video could have gotten even more technical. And if some of this scares you, or maybe frankly the vocabulary is a little out of your wheelhouse, mine too. We're all learning together here. So I would love for you to come back tomorrow where we're going to bring this down a level and we're going to make it a little easier to digest and understand. I want to bring you 3 easy and free ways where you can utilize ChatGPT in your life today. So like and subscribe. There is a lot more to talk about and I cannot wait to share more. Thanks for watching.